Dr. Lewis with Spinal Health and Nutrition. And happy new year. I know everyone is excited about a new year. You have some goals in mind, some New Year's resolutions, whether it be with your health or other areas of your lives, your finances, your relationships with the Lord, your spouse, anything. But here's a question that I want to talk about today. Why does New Year's resolutions fail? Why does New Year's resolutions fail? All right. In order for us to achieve our goals, okay, we have to find a problem. Once we find a problem, we got to find a solution to the problem. Someone will help us find a problem. Most of the time, we get excited about these resolutions. We talk about, hey, this year I'm going to lose some weight, get slimmer, I'm going to bulk up, or I'm going to build some endurance. But somewhere around maybe April or May, we have a tendency to fall off and revert back to our old habits and our old ways. Okay. Why does New Year's resolutions fail? Okay. On this topic, I'm going to wear two hats here. I'm going to wear my spiritual hat and also my doctor's hat. Okay. The first thing as to why they fail, because we fail to consider the cost for change. The word Jesus said in the Bible that before we build a tower, we must count the cost. All right. So we have to consider the cost for change. Oftentimes we get excited about what we want to do, and then we go out there and try to make it happen. But have we considered the cost? For example, weight loss. Have we considered the cost to lose those 10, 15, 20 pounds to get slimmer, to get ripped? Okay, there's a cost to it. And we have to consider the cost to achieve those goals. Okay. So that cost may be, all right, you may have to give up some things. You may have to give up the late night snacks. You may have to go into the refrigerator, the freezer, the pantry, and eliminate those things that is causing you to keep that weight on or cause you to gain that weight. Those carbs, those sugars, okay? And then you got to consider the endurance that it's going to take to go without those things, okay? We don't want to leave those unhealthy snacks in our home because we're going to be tempted to go back to it. Okay. There's going to be times when you're going to have those late night cravings. There's going to be times when you have those afternoon cravings and you're going to go into the refrigerator or go into the pantry and find yourself falling off on your New Year's journey that you're on. You don't want that. First thing you want to do is consider what you got to eliminate. You want to eliminate those snacks. So when you find yourself being tempted, you don't have access to it. Okay. My wife and I, we don't believe in wasting food. So oftentimes, if there's something in our home that's unhealthy, too many carbs, too many sugars, I normally take it to work and just give it away. I give it to the staff. If you know someone who's not on the same health journey that you're on, they don't really care about losing weight or anything like that. Okay, give your snacks to them. Don't waste anything. You don't want to waste the food. Okay. So oftentimes we fail to count the cost. And when we fail to count the cost, we're going to find ourselves going back to our old habits because we fail to consider what we have to give up. We also we got to give up maybe your favorite fast food establishment, those favorite coffee shops that you like to stop in the mornings to get that fresh cup of coffee with the sugar and the donut or the pastry on the side. There's some things we just have to eliminate in order to get the results that we want. Because if we hold on to what we want, believe me, it's going to continue to add weight to our bodies, and we will not see a change. Oftentimes, people make these big New Year's resolutions, but they got to ask themselves, am I willing to make the change? Am I willing to get rid of some things, to make that sacrifice? Okay. Am I willing to spend some time in a gym, maybe early in the morning or in the evenings, to work on those exercises that will help me eliminate this weight, help me shred this weight off so I can see the results. Another thing that we have to think about that may stop us from achieving our goals, time. Oftentimes, if you go to the gym or any workout facility and you see someone that you haven't seen in a long time, and you ask them, "Hey, what happened? I haven't seen you in a long time." What do they always say? I don't have the time anymore. And I know in life things come up. Some life-changing decisions may come up. It could be marriage. It could be the kids are getting older and getting involved in extracurricular activities, and it's taking our time away. Well, one thing we got to consider is that every once in a while, if we're really committed to achieving those New Year's resolutions, we got to prioritize our time. Okay. If once before you had time to get up in the morning to work out, but all of a sudden something got in the way, you got promoted on your job, and with that promotion comes a big responsibility. Now we have to change that workout schedule to working out in the evenings. Okay. Now remember, if you look at my previous videos about diet and exercise, all we need is at least 30 or 40 minutes of physical activity a day. Okay. Do not put out a wear and tear on your body doing these strenuous, long workouts for an hour or 2 hours. That's just crazy. You need at least 30 or 35 minutes of physical activity a day to achieve the goals that you want. So you got to know how to prioritize your time, carve out your time, know when to stop what you're doing. You're doing your job to get in that, put in that 30 minutes of working out. All right. Another thing that can cause us to fail on these resolutions is that we refuse to share our resolutions to someone who will support us. Share what you're trying to change to someone who will support you. It could be your spouse, a loved one, someone who already achieved that goal and willing to support you so they can help you achieve that goal as well. Okay? Because remember, success is not success without a successor. We must surround ourselves by those who are successful at it. They're already ahead of us and they are willing to challenge us to help us get there. All right. Someone who will always support us, especially there's going to be times where you feel like giving up. Okay. It's been a couple of months. I still don't see the results. But so we're going to need someone who's going to encourage us, to push us to keep going. Another thing, we set our goals way too high. All right. For example, if someone who is involved in athletic activities, maybe they play basketball, and their goal for this year is to become an excellent shooter like Steph Curry. All right. That's going to take work. They want to make some short-term goals first, okay? Work on your mid-range jump shot. Work on some layups first before they start shooting those long-range three-pointers, okay? It's going to take some work to get there, all right? So instead of starting off shooting those long-range jump shots and they don't go in, they pretty much setting that goal too high. Start small, work your way up, all right? So we can definitely do this, but one thing we have to remember, consider the cost before we start working on these goals. Anything successful in life is going to cost us. We got to make that sacrifice. And then another thing, once we achieve that goal, we have to maintain it. Oftentimes when people see the results they want, they start saying, okay, now I can go back to eating what I want, doing what I want. And guess what? The weight comes back. The health challenges come back. All right. Anything that's good in life, it comes with a responsibility. All right. I like to maintain a good lawn. That comes with a responsibility. I have to go out there every 3 or 4 weeks, putting things down on the lawn to maintain it. It's the same thing with our bodies. Okay. You want to work on losing weight. Once you achieve that particular weight that you want, now it's time to maintain it. Please don't go back to putting those unhealthy snacks in your house. Don't go back to going to those bad restaurants. Continue to maintain it. Train that body, discipline that body to actually want the healthy foods, the healthy snacks, instead of the bad snacks. All right? Okay. I am Dr. Lewis. Please subscribe and share to our YouTube channel. And remember, your health is your greatest investment.